to this episode of Real Talk with Karen Weaver. We have been waiting for this show today. I know I have, and you are going to be, you're in for a treat. Today, our guest is Nick Gardner, and you are the owner of Ebony Gemstone Company.
Yes, I am.
And if you haven't heard of Ebony Gemstone Company, shame on you. But we're gonna let them know about you.
All right,
because you've been around for a while.
No, definitely.
You've been around because I remember when I met you, that was a while ago.
Oh, yeah.
It was when I had a store. But right now, I do want people to know they can find you at the farmer's market.
Yep, Flint Farmer's Market.
Okay, and you know that's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday?
Yep,
you
from
can
9 to
find
5.
them there.
Yep.
Okay. But let's talk about this because I'm going to tell you something that help me. Because I walked in and I just said, ooh. Because I saw all of these beautiful gemstones. And it just made me feel good. You know, I just want to touch them.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But how did you get into this?
Well, as a kid, I used to want to be an archaeologist. So I was always into dinosaurs and fossils, and just animals in general. But when I got a little older, one day I was reading. I do a lot of reading and studying, and I like to read. So I came across a stone called amethyst in a particular book, and they were like talking about it and the qualities and the properties and whatnot. But one day my mom, she had just popped up and just brought me one because she had seen me reading this book. And I just been buying stones and into stones ever since then.
That's funny because I used to want to be an archaeologist. I haven't heard many people say that.
No, definitely.
Because I was attracted to rocks as a child.
Okay.
There was something about them that just drew me to them. So, I mean, did you teach yourself? I mean, how did you learn all this stuff? Because I see what's here, and we're going to show you all what's here, but I see what you have at the market.
Yeah, I'm just all just self-taught, just reading, trial and error. So.
Well,
yeah, I don't have any technical training in this. Didn't go to school or anything. So.
You didn't have to.
Oh no, definitely.
Right. I mean, really, you taught yourself this, and you know, it's funny because I remember how I met you because I had a store where I was doing natural hair, skin, and body products, and I was self-taught, and I remember I would read things, I would go and talk to people, I would study things, and learn how to make the different formulas for the different body products and the hair products that I was doing. And so I don't remember how you and I got together.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure.
But I remember. Look, I brought some of the things.
Okay.
Because I was having some of your stones at the store.
No, definitely.
Because we were into really self-care.
Yes.
And what makes you feel better. And so I brought them some of the stones that I had gotten from you. So tell us about this, because I know I was putting this in my bathtub.
Okay.
This was before the water crisis, y'all.
This particular stone is called petrified wood, or it's fossilized wood. That particular piece is from Arizona. They call it rainbow wood. But it's fossilized pine tree, or like conifer. But petrified wood is real good for anything with your bones, skin, the hair, the nails. They say it helps repair like cells in the body. It's good for building muscle mass. It's good for anybody going through any type of rehab.
How do you use it? Because I put it in the tub. Can it?
Yeah, you can soak in the tub with it. You can soak it in like a tub of water and put your feet in a tub of water.
Okay.
You can rub oil on a stone and rub it on your body, or if you got aches or pains in a particular area, you can rub the oil on there. You can put it in your drinking water. That particular stone, you can put it in your drinking water and drink the water. Make your hair grow. Make your nails get thick.
I need some more.
Oh yeah. All of these stones, it's like 144 elements in the periodic table, if I'm not mistaken. But all of these elements are all of these different stones, and all of these elements are found within the body. So it's actually no way around this. You either get it first hand, second hand, third hand. So even if you eat fruits and vegetables, it has so much iron, so much calcium, so much potassium, so much niacin, copper, silver.
You are getting a chemistry lesson.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that when people say, I'm not paying attention in chemistry class, yeah, but that was one of them. But this is where you see how this comes in.
Oh yeah, all your modern technology is based off of the stones and different things. So but it's no way around it. Anything in nature consists of these different elements.
So you're
All
telling
these
me,
different stones.
so what should I put in my water?
In your water, yeah, you could put petrified wood in there. These right here are called quartz crystals.
Look at these.
These come in all different shapes and sizes.
That was
These
one of the
partic-
other stones that I had.
Yeah,
that I got
that's a
from
bigger
you.
piece. But these are all from Brazil. They come from a lot of different places. Quartz is actually the most abundant gemstone on the earth.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
It comes in many different forms, but quartz is silica and oxygen. They process them and they make silicon chips. Quartz can hold memory or it can hold a program. So they can be programmed to do whatever you want them to do. They amplify whatever they're around. They use them in all type of electronics, home heaters. That's how microwaves work. Radios, antennas.
From this.
Yeah, microphones.
Now who would think that?
Yeah, but you can put these in your water and it'll actually boost the pH of the water.
Okay, so I got a question, because now you know what I want.
Okay.
So like, do you just drop it in free, or do you put it in a netted bag? Because I'm thinking I need a bag for my water.
Well, these particular
a cocktail.
Yeah, these particular
Of stones.
stones you can just put straight in the water.
Okay.
All stones you wouldn't want to put in the water.
Okay.
But that's one you can put straight into the water.
So I can put quartz.
Yes.
I can put this straight into the water.
Yes.
Could
That's
I put them in
petrified
together?
wood. Petrified wood is fossilized wood, so it keeps the shape of the wood, but it's actually just mostly quartz.
Okay.
So
I don't need to put both of them.
you can.
Or I can.
Yeah.
I can just put these in a pitcher of water and
Yeah.
let it sit and pour from that.
Yes, it won't dissolve. They don't dissipate. Long as you keep filling the pitcher back up, they'll still be in there. So you'll have them for the rest of your life unless you lose them or
Wow.
something of that nature.
Okay. I got this from you.
Yeah, that one is rose quartz. Like I said, quartz is the most abundant mineral on.
And this is a lot of jewelry too.
Yes, quartz, rose quartz. I probably sell more rose quartz than any other stone. They call that stone the stone of unconditional love.
That's right. I was gonna say of love.
Yeah.
Because I remember that was one. I have another one.
Oh, yeah.
From you, and I just
good.
thought that was so.
Oh yeah. Yeah, most of the rose quartz they use in beauty products. So you'll see face rollers.
I have
and
one.
They crush them up into powder.
Okay, now what does it do?
It's good for inflammation.
Okay.
So whether you have skin rashes, it's real good for diaper rash. If you have young kids, you can soak it in like a tub of water and then, wash their bottom off with that water. Or you can soak it in a tub of water and wash your face. It makes your skin get tight. It gets rid of wrinkles.
See, I'm gonna start using it more.
Oh yeah.
And he told me, yeah, you better.
But rose quartz is excellent. You can even just use a rough piece like that and exfoliate your skin. So my wife does that.
Really?
Yeah.
So she just does this?
Yeah.
So do you do it after you wash it, or can I
You
do
can
it
do it
just
while
like
you're in the
this?
shower. I would do it while
you're
your
in the
face was
shower?
moist. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So
So I could take this, or I could take the one that rolls. Are the ones that they buy, so you see them?
Yes.
Are those good?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You will either see they're either do them out of rose quartz or they're doing them out of pieces of jade.
Okay. I
Jade
can
is
see
also good for inflammation.
Okay.
And just your overall vitality and well-being. So.
See, I'm thinking I need a whole bunch of gemstones. I do. I mean, because if I can walk into a place and it makes me feel the way these make me feel, that's worth it to me.
Oh no, definitely.
People talk about, because when I saw the plants, I'm a person, I like plants and I like flowers, and I said, well, they're gonna die. I said, but if I walk past something, every time I walk past it, it makes me smile.
Yeah.
That's worth it to me.
Oh no, definitely.
And that's what these do. So this is the amethyst.
Yeah, amethyst is a purple quartz, or it has like trace amounts of iron in it. It gives it this purple color. They also use it as a February's birthstone. This particular piece is from Brazil, but they come from Uruguay, Kenya, Mexico. They can get them in Canada. I found them in Michigan before. But that's another very popular stone. This is the first stone I ever had was an amethyst. It's usually the first stone people are attracted to.
I mean, it's that purple, so vibrant and pretty.
Yeah, it corresponds to anything with the crown of your head. So people have sinuses, headaches, trouble sleeping.
What do you do?
You could just have it next to your bedside.
Okay.
Or just have it as a piece of jewelry, or just have it around.
Well, speaking of jewelry, I'm looking at jewelry. I like it.
Oh, what?
Did you make this?
I did.
Okay, so how long did it take you to make something like that? And what is this that's in here? The stones in here?
Well, it's a lot of different stones in here. Let me take it off.
Because I'm gonna tell you, I know you made a piece that your brother wears, and people want to jump him frequently to get it.
Yeah, I make any type of jewelry other than watches.
Okay.
But this is I mostly work in copper and silver. But this particular piece, these are a lot of my favorite stones. It's a little dirty, so excuse me. But there's meteorites on here, these green stones on here. This is my favorite stone. These are called moldavite. I had these stones for a long time as well. This is a citrine, which is my birthstone, which is a citrus colored quartz.
What month is that for citrine?
November.
November, okay.
Yeah, November, yep. And this is called Libyan desert glass, which is also from a meteorite impact. I like all the different meteoric stones. They have a real powerful energy.
So if you're looking for certain energy, so
yeah.
you can get something designed saying this is what I'm looking for. This is what I need. So if I need what, like to focus more, or I need to calm down, or something.
Yeah. Well, quartz is good for focus. That's probably the best stone for focus. They even have a saying: "You see crystal clear." So that's what that is. You see crystal clear. Yeah, it gets rid of just blockage, mental blockage. It's real good for
so I need
creativity.
To just be rubbing
Oh
this.
yeah, no,
I mean, well, I'm gonna have this sit next to you at the other studio, so you can see crystal clear. Because this is look at that. These are coming to me.
Oh yeah.
To see crystal.
Quartz is excellent.
I mean, so why does it make you, or is it just me? It just makes me want to reach out and touch.
Well, quartz is good for cleansing on all levels as well. It's good for clarity, but it's also like big pieces of quartz, especially if you set them in a room, in your office, in your space. They ionize air, so it just helps you breathe. It puts oxygen.
So they do
in the
things
body.
like plants.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
All of these stones are alive. All of this stuff is alive.
Okay.
It's
Tell me,
living
what
and
does that
breathing.
mean? What do you mean?
I mean it has a vibration. This is what
That's
this
the
is
energy I felt coming in.
This is the only thing that you feed off of. Like I said, if you eat vegetables and fruit, or even if you eat meat, you only getting these minerals secondhand, third hand, fourth hand. So,
but
this is even what plants feed off of. Plants feed off of stones.
You know, I
and
noticed. I was saying when I came in, I noticed that you had some stones.
Yeah.
In your plants.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Like I said, plants feed off of stone. They have to have different minerals. It depends on the plant.
Right.
But they still need so much iron, so much calcium, so much potassium. You will see people feed their plants like bananas and banana peels, and so they can get potassium and whatnot. But it's different stones that are actually potassium.
And you could put a stone in there,
yeah,
and it's prettier.
Yeah. Yeah, they crush up oyster shells. This is regular farming, agricultural practice.
See, and that's what I think we don't know about, those kinds of things. Okay, I have a question. Yeah. Because I'm so glad to see you doing this, because I don't see a lot of black folk doing this.
Yeah, me either.
Okay. I just want to make sure it wasn't
there are
just me.
some, but they're kind of few and far between.
They're few and far between. Yeah. And so I'm just looking because, look at this. Look at this belt. What is that, tiger eye?
Yeah, that's called tiger's eye, which is another type of quartz.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Like this one is, this ring right here is called red jasper. That's a pretty popular stone. It's in the Bible, and a lot of different stuff. So, but red jasper is quartz. It's just a lot of iron and stuff mixed in. That's how you get the color red in nature.
I like that. So, ooh, that looks nice on that finger.
Yeah, it was a real unique looking piece.
Mm-hmm. And I can wear it either way, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I've been looking for it. It's hard for me to find a ring for this finger.
Okay.
That's nice. You
Oh yeah. But I do all type of custom stuff. It don't matter how big your fingers is or how small.
So what if somebody has short stubby fingers? I know someone
Oh yeah,
that
it
says
doesn't
they
matter.
have short
It's all
stubby
custom.
fingers.
One of them made.
And so
pieces.
she likes, the ring has to be just right.
Oh yeah. Well, that's no problem at all.
And so this is another belt.
Yeah, this is a belt.
Man.
This belt has shells.
That is.
They're called Q-Hog shells. They come from like Maine, Rhode Island, just that whole area over on the East Coast. But they also call them wampum shells. They were like sacred shells to the Native Americans. They would make all types of jewelry. They actually end up using them as currency. A lot of the Native Americans put themselves through school with these shells.
Wow. Okay, that's how they paid for it.
Yeah, they would pay for, they said Harvard University has the largest collection of wampum shells because they would let the students pay in like the bead. They would make these real nice beads with them.
That's amazing.
So yeah.
That is something. And so I don't know which way to go. I mean.
Oh yeah, it's just a few little things up here. Those are dendritic opal. That's one of my favorite stones. Those are from Madagascar. Opal is another quartz-based stone. So like I said, quartz is the most abundant mineral.
But I didn't know all those different stones were still quartz.
Yes, yep. Yeah, any type of agate, if you ever hear the term agate, it's hundreds of agates, hundreds of jaspers, but they're all different quartz stones. Agate is short for aggregate. It's quartz mixed with the aggregate of other minerals. You get different patterns, different colors.
Okay. I just love it. So what are you doing right now? Because, I mean.
Well, right now, I'm making an opal pendant. I have these real nice pieces of Ethiopian opal, what they call it Waleo opal. That's a real high grade. They use this as a October birthstone. It's a type of what they call precious opal. It has like the fire and the flash and whatnot in there. See, like this is a piece. I'll get that on the camera. But
can you do a close up of this? Because that's.
Yeah, real spectacular.
Yeah, it is. It's
these opals are.
That's a good word for it. It's spectacular. Look at this.
Yeah, a lot of play of color and fire and flash.
I like that.
Yeah, these types of opals where you get the fire and the flash in there, they're like 70% water.
70% water, so it's soft.
Yeah, these are, I wouldn't say soft, but it's kind of brittle.
Okay.
So you have to be careful when you work.
Careful.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons they can get so expensive.
Wow.
They have a tendency to crack when you work them, especially if you get them overheated or because of the water content. Even when you store opals, you're supposed to store them in like a dark place, out of the sunlight, because they can dry out by losing the water content.
Okay, you know what? Okay, because I have a ring and a bracelet, but I do store it in a. But it wasn't because I knew that.
Okay, right there.
It's just in a box, so it's cool, But I did not know that.
Yes.
Wow. And so, what is this that I have?
That piece right there is called malachite.
Malachite. I knew it, but I couldn't think of it.
Yeah, malachite. That piece is probably from the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Okay.
Yes, they come from that area, but most of them are from there. That one is a copper mineral. Like it's a grain stone. If you just see a raw piece of copper and it's just in nature, or if it's just a regular piece of copper just sits and oxidizes or gets wet, it'll actually turn green, where it'll start to oxidize. If it keeps on oxidizing, it'll turn into stones like malachite. It'll turn into stones like this is turquoise.
Wow. Okay.
Chrysocolla. It's a blue stone called azurite that it can turn into. But they're all different copper minerals. That's real good for getting rid of blockage. Copper is a very good conductor of electricity. And you have electricity in your body. So
But you know what, this is, you seem to me to be a perfect example of, you know, it's like you took a passion that this was.
Oh no, definitely.
You know, and you made it, you turned it into a career.
Oh no, definitely.
And sometimes, you know, I think that's so wonderful that your mother did that, because sometimes we don't encourage, you know, we try to stick with such traditional kinds of things, and so we get left out of certain career paths.
No, definitely.
And so, you know, we need to, you know, support and encourage when we see young people that have a passion, because if you're passionate about something, you can be successful at it.
Oh no, definitely.
And that's what I
just you being your passion is successful.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Right. And so and I'm just listening to you, and I'm thinking, man, this is fascinating to me. So I have another question.
Yeah.
So I have an aquarium.
Yeah.
So are there certain rocks that go into aquariums?
Yes.
It's a salt water.
Yes. Well, like you just had the petrified wood.
Mm-hmm.
I sell tons of petrified wood to people with aquariums.
Okay. That would look good in my aquarium.
Yeah, especially if it's like that piece is hard to tell that it looks like wood. Like this piece, this is a piece, and this one actually you can see it looks like hard. This is very heavy.
It's real heavy. I went to the petrified forest.
No, definitely.
When I was a kid, my dad took us.
Yeah, in Arizona. Yeah, that's where that rainbow wood would come from, that area.
And it was just, it was just all over the place. And I just remember, and I was little, but I remember just being fascinated with, this is wood.
Oh yeah.
You know,
well, it was wood. It's turned to stone.
Right, it's turned to stone.
Petrified means it's turned to stone.
That was just amazing to me.
Yeah. But it just keeps the shape of the wood. Any fossil is like this. Any fossil is petrified. Whether it's an animal fossil, a plant fossil, piece of bone, a nail.
So how did you learn how to do these parts? To make the design.
Well, I learned how to make jewelry by trial and error. You just can't be afraid to mess up. I just wasn't afraid to mess up.
Wow. And that's why I'm not good on computers, because I'm afraid to touch anything, because I'm afraid I'm going to mess up.
Oh, yeah.
And so I know nothing.
Yeah.
Because of that fear.
Yeah, you got to get rid of fear.
I don't have it in other areas, but you know, when you said that, it made me think about certain things where I am limited. Because you said, because you're right, you can't be afraid to mess up. Yeah. So there's some things I'm like, well, if I mess up, I'll just do it again, and I'll do it a different way.
No, definitely.
But that's what you're saying. That's what you did.
Yes. Yeah. Just playing around and just trial and error.
Did you think this is what you would do as an adult?
I did. I had actually, right before I went into business, I had actually graduated from U of M Flint. I had a degree in political science.
Wow.
That I didn't end up doing anything with.
That's interesting.
But yeah, I went and rented a business right after I graduated.
Okay. See what?
But this wasn't something that I had planned. It just happened real organic. Happened. Yeah, I was just collecting stones and just making jewelry really for myself, just for the properties of the jewelry, not even trying to show it off. But friends and family and people I know just kind of start asking, and it just kind of led to this. It happened real organic.
And that's good.
No, I'm there.
That's good. See what a degree in political science leads you to. I mean, hey, I had a degree in psychology and ended up, you know, I was mental health. That's what I had done forever. And I mean, that's what I went to school to do, and then ended up, you know, with a store. I'm like, how did I go from this to a store selling that, and then end up being mayor? So you just never know where things lead you. There's all, you know, you just don't know.
Yeah, you can't be afraid to change.
Right. Now that's something I wasn't afraid of. You know, I just figure you keep reinventing things, and you reinvent yourself, and when this block comes, you say, hey, let's go this way. And that's what we do. But I've been waiting to talk to you, because I want a water cocktail. So when I go home, I'm going to put these two things in my water.
Yeah, you can put them in there. Just wash them off how you would wash off your dishes.
Well, all right.
Yeah, there's nothing toxic or anything.
You are, okay, so he's...
With these particular stones.
Okay.
Like how you have the malachite on, and I told you that was a copper stone.
Mm-hmm.
Copper has arsenic in it, so you might just not want to use oxidized copper because you will end up poisoning, you know. So some stuff will poison you. So I don't want to. Just don't put any stone in
Right.
the water. Just quartz.
Right.
Petrified wood.
And that's why we're
quartz-based
educating you
stones,
about
yeah.
this. So I'm gonna take these and
Another
wash
good
them.
stone to put in water is
What?
Flint stone. So yeah, I know we in Flint. But
I
yeah.
know you have Flint
Yeah.
stone.
I don't have one
Okay.
close by that I can just put my finger on.
But he's at
But
the
this
market.
this is not Flint stone, but this looks real similar to Flint stone. This
Okay.
is a type of jasper.
Well, I think we should have it in the water. It's fitting. You
Flint
know?
stone is fossilized opal.
Okay.
Or it's opal that's lost all the water content. They usually
Okay.
find them in dried up river beds, streams, lakes, stuff like that. So
And it's very strong, isn't
it is.
That's why
Very
Flint.
strong,
That's
very
why we're
large
called
stone,
Flint
yeah.
because it's very strong.
Yeah, they will make arrowheads. And,
That's right. Out of
and,
Flint.
yeah, blades and just different stuff.
And I think that's why we're so gritty and raw,
Oh, no,
and we
yeah.
fight, and we
Yeah.
don't, you know.
Yeah.
People say there's something different about Flintstone,
Yeah, no,
and there
yeah.
is, and that's what I said. We're Flintstone proud.
No, definitely.
So
But
I
Flintstone is excellent for the water.
Okay, I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get some for
It's
you.
another stone called shungite, which is almost pure
Shungite.
carbon. It's just it actually looks like a piece of charcoal. But they'll crush it up, and you can just ingest it. It's different stones you can just ingest. They can crush them up into powders. They make medicines and herbal formulas. And
See, and that's
so-
I think we need
and you
to
just
know more
don't.
about
You
that.
just haven't been. It hasn't been expressed to you in that
Right.
manner. So.
Right. But see, this is stuff we need to know.
No, definitely.
Because when we talk about, you know, trying to be natural and do more things and get it naturally,
Yeah.
these are ways we can do it, and we can do it right here.
Oh no,
with you.
that.
I mean, because he's at the market.
Oh yeah.
Ebony Gemstone Company is at the market Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. From what time?
9 to 5.
9 to 5.
Yeah.
Be there. We need to get these things, because now I gotta get some more, because I'm gonna put these. So I'm gonna tell you what I did, how I keep these. And so that's why I need some more, because now I need to put some amethyst by the bed, because that's gonna help me.
Yes. Yep. They call it the sobriety stone. It's a nickname for amethyst. Too. It helps you get over old patterns and bad habits and just old ways of doing things. It opens you up to new stuff.
Okay, I like that.
You need to mail them to some people.
Huh?
Huh?
So, okay, so I have this glass bowl
Yeah.
that hangs, and I have all my stones in there.
Yeah. Well, let me give you another instance. Glass, what you call glass, is made out of quartz. What they make glass out of is usually like different compositions of sand. But the sand is
It's quartz.
just silica, yeah. It's quartz, just little minute pieces of quartz and
So
feldspar.
it's stones and a stone.
Yeah, yeah.
So I have them hanging in the light, because I think they're pretty when they hang in the light
Oh no,
too.
definitely, yeah.
And I'm thinking it gives me good energy in the
Oh
room.
yeah, yeah.
So this is my mix,
Okay.
but I do have some more, but I could put that in my water. That's what I'm going to do
Oh no, definitely.
when I get home. And I think you all should do that as well.
No, definitely.
I mean, hey,
Excellent,
you
excellent.
should
choice.
try it.
Yeah.
You should try it.
But it's a stone good for everything, so.
So
And it's thousands and thousands of stones.
we need to be doing the stone of the
Yeah.
day and tell you about a stone
Yeah.
every day.
But everything, see, like these are pearls. Pearls technically on a stone, but it's all type of shells and just different natural materials.
And that would be such a pretty.
Oh yeah, these are called Baroque pearls.
Oh, these are the.
Yeah, they have like eyeball shapes. They're not
Yeah.
all the way round.
But they're pretty.
Yeah, those are big freshwater pearls, nice sized pearls.
And they, you know, they make you just want to rub them.
Oh yes.
They feel
Yeah.
it's relaxing
Yeah.
to rub.
Yeah, pearl is ultra feminine.
It sure is. I need some Baroque pearls to clutch my pearls.
But that.
Clutch them. But they're so nice. What would you tell somebody that wants to be like you, that wants to do what you do?
That wants to do what I do, do it. Don't
Do
talk about it, just do it. Like when I first went into business, I wouldn't even think about it as going into business. I was just having fun and just experimenting and just doing me. But you just have to do you. Just do what feels good and feels right to you, what you're passionate about. Don't worry about any naysayers or,
Right.
you know, anybody trying to detract you off of your path. Just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Because you just don't know. Like I said, you were passionate about this, and look what you're doing.
Oh no,
That's just that amazes me, and I'm glad to see you doing this.
Oh,
You all need to come check him out. Really, if you haven't been there, you need to get there. At the
oh yeah, at the farmer's
Flint.
market. Yep.
farmers market. So you're across from what? Where do they find you in the market?
In the market, well, you kind of can't miss me. I'm the Ebony Gemstone. I'm the only black guy in there with the stone.
So
If
look for the only black guy with stones up in the
but
market.
I am. It was kind of hard to explain. But
All
if
that
you,
to do was ask somebody.
yeah, if you just walk in through the main entrance, you can't really
Yeah.
miss it. I'm down the middle aisle.
That's right. He's in the middle aisle.
Yeah.
He's in the middle aisle.
Yeah, it's only like 3 aisles. I'm in the middle aisle.
Yep, easy to find.
Yeah, you will see tons of stones, jewelry and fossils and shells.
I'm gonna go rub my face tonight.
Oh,
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna use that rose quartz. But I have I have some bracelets and a ring and some earrings out of.
Okay.
I like rose quartz.
Oh yeah.
Is,
Yeah, it's very, very popular.
Yeah.
It makes you want to be given, and it's a they call it the stone.
I might need to wear it more then. It does all that.
Yeah, it's the stone of unconditional love, but it's not like a romantic love. It makes you want to get into self. It makes you want to be given. So it's very, very calming as well.
And we know some of you all need to calm down.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And you know who you are. You need to calm down. So you get you some rose quartz. That's all I have to
No,
say.
definitely.
Because it does. I just can't. I wish you all could feel what I felt when I walked in.
Oh,
And it happened when I came before. You remember I came in here before and I said, man, this just feels good in here.
Oh,
There's an
yeah.
energy in here
Oh no, definitely.
that just does something to you. And so if that's the power of gemstones, and if it can make you feel like that, you all need to learn more about it, feel that way, experience it. And I mean, come to the Gemstone Man.
Oh no,
Nick
definitely.
Gardner. He's
Yeah,
at
it's
the
tons and tons of information. It's in all the spiritual books and the Bible and the breastplate of the high priest. Matter of fact, they said the new heaven, the walls of the new heaven would be made out of quartz crystal. So, but there's no way around it. It's gold and silver and just all type of stuff. Everything has a purpose. Everything has a reason. Everything has a use. Everything has a benefit. It's just up to you to figure out the benefit of it. To study to find the benefit of it. But everything has a benefit. Like even these plants, they put manure in the soil, like that's waste. But it's not really waste. Nothing is wasteful. Like nothing is wasted. Everything has a purpose.
I think that takes us back to really our roots.
Oh no, definitely.
Because that's the kind of people we were.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
that's what we need to be.
Oh yeah.
about.
That's the people that you are now. You
Right.
might just don't realize.
We just tell them.
So yeah.
What? It's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
That's we just
Yeah,
don't.
it's
you
literally
just don't
no way around
realize.
it. Yeah.
I don't know. It makes me.
Oh yeah. The stone that had different effects on your psychology, on your emotions. It's just so much. But you just kind of have to experience it for
We are
yourself.
people of the mighty,
Yeah.
and we need to remember that.
No, definitely.
And this helps bring us back. Look at that. I mean, it's just beautiful.
Oh yeah, another quartz.
Yeah, it's just beautiful.
No, definitely.
And it puts you in the right place.
Yeah.
So I want you all to come check them out, please. Is there anything I didn't ask you that you think people need to know about?
That they need to know about.
That's important.
You have to take care of yourself. Self-love is a real thing that I see people lacking. They got love for everything outside of themselves,
Mm-hmm.
but not for self. And you looking for validation from everybody other than yourself. You trying to convince everybody else, but you need to convince yourself. That doesn't really have anything, but it does have everything to do with it. So
No, I think it
self-love
does
is
too.
a real thing.
And we're talking about self-love and self-care and you know, getting in touch with yourself and getting back to basics and getting back to really the kind of people we were, where we came from, and why we have been able to thrive, you know, not just survive, but thrive through everything. And it was because we had all of those kinds of things, but we knew who we were.
Oh no, that.
We knew who we were then. So, I just want to say thank you.
Oh no,
I've been waiting.
Thank you.
You gonna come back? Can we come to the market?
Oh yeah, it's tons of stuff at the market.
Yeah, I think we need to do. We're gonna
This is
show you
just
some.
a pinch of stuff.
This
so
is just a pinch of stuff. So I think we need to show them some things at the market too. So we're gonna do a part 2 and show the market too.
Okay, not that.
I want to. Oh, you know what? You all better like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe, and go to the farmer's market. Go to Ebony Gemstone Company and talk with Nick. Let him tell you what this will do for you. You won't be disappointed.
Oh yeah. And any questions? I love talking about this. So I'm like she said, I'm
You're like
very
a book of
passionate.
knowledge.
Oh yeah,
and, you know, you just want to soak it up though, really. So no, I appreciate it. I really do. And I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I want to say thank you because I was glad to have this conversation, and we'll be back. So thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on Real Talk with Karen Lynn.
Thank you.
Everybody in the city of Flint to come to the McCree Theater before the last performance and enjoy the show. It's so energetic.
Come join us at the new McCree Theater.